Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Rage here, and as you can see, I am back with another reaction, and it says Screwface right there, and it is a DAX diss, which if you guys have been keeping up with Scru, then you know that he had a 30-minute video where he had a rant and like explained everything going on with DAX, between him, DAX, Crypt, and Quedeca, how DAX has been like so arrogant about everything, how he's not willing to help anyone out with anything, all that other kind of stuff. I'll make sure to link down in the description below that video, so you guys may want to check that out. But this is a diss on him. I'm pretty sure he said he wasn't sure if he wanted to diss him. So yeah, and the video I made reacting to Crip's Bad Habit song, that was a diss on DAX as well, for those of you who did not know. A lot of people commented that down in the video, and I made sure not to say it when I was watching the video, but I had a big, I thought that's what it was about. I figured, you know, hey, it's probably on Dax, because he says back at it like a bad habit whenever he introduces himself and stuff like that. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is about Scru dissing Dax, so let's get into it. So of course we get an ad. Hold on, let me check my volume. Okay.
YouTube route is good. I don't want to be a YouTuber, but I can use my skills to make songs and diss tracks on some of these guys to where the songs still sound like actual songs, but they're diss tracks at the same time. As soon as that shit shut down, I was like,
Alright, I didn't know what that was about right there. It sounded like Dax's voice. If anyone wants to put down in the comments what that is and let me know, that I'll make sure to read it.
that's what I'm saying. In goddamn 2019, we're turning the word clout chaser to a positive term.
Oh, so I'm gonna guess because apparently in an interview I don't keep that much up with him, but pretty much to clout chase is to use other people to your advantage, and that's kind of what he did to these three that I mentioned earlier, Screw, Quedeca, and Crypt. Like, he kind of used them to help him, and he didn't really help them in the end. So he's pretty much saying, yes, he is cloud chasing, but he's doing it for a good benefit and a good cause. And obviously these guys aren't going to take that shit lightly, so. Is it going to start off talking about him as a janitor, or I feel like that's kind of what this is aimed at right in the beginning.
The hit Brainiac.
Drink some good water right now, man. I ain't the man for real, man. I'ma say it slow so they can hear it fast. They love me for my energy, let me tone it down, man. So I can really feel it, though. Lord, it's Screwface in the place and I'm about to handle you. Heard that you a hooper, well, these shots about to damage you. But this ain't no suicide drill to check your stamina. I'm ill.
Alright, I'm kind of confused on how it started off. Like I said, if there's anything that goes over my head, make sure to put down in the comments. But I really like the flow of it so far, and I really like the feel. It's kind of like starting off like at the very beginning of Dax's career, like when he was still a janitor, I feel like is what he's going for.
This suicide for real for any challenge, and now low-key, it's looking like Eminem versus cannabis. The Shady's going crazy on the janitor from Canada. Just man of you, my niggas will handle.
Is he mentioning Eminem because in a lot of Dax's stuff, he's always like, oh, Eminem, come take a look at me, look at what I can do, sign me. Because like in his Rap God freestyle that he did when he did it off the Rap Devil beat from MGK, he said, Eminem, come find me, Dr. Dre, come sign me, or something like that. And I think he's mentioning like, Eminem doesn't want you, or I don't know, that's just how I feel it is.
Ain't no man in you, like how you managed to hold the microphone with a manicure. You true loser, all the YouTubers, they should banish you. You still be clickbaiting bad baby if they weren't fans of you. Told Adam 22, he ain't no YouTube nigga, so point at him with 22s and shoot like YouTube nigga. You doo-doo nigga, let's talk about that Four Horsemen shit. How you did a verse, heard ours and re-recorded your shit, cause you let your verse first.
What he's talking about is, for those of you who have not seen the video that Scru made, he said that Dax's original verse was 14 seconds long. 14 seconds. Like, why even put in the time and effort if it's going to be a 14-second clip? But then he redid his verse, sent it in, and then he changed his verse when he right before it was all edited and completed, he changed his verse. He said, 3 ends and a goat rapping on a random ass beat, like pretty much dissing them, and none of them realized it till after the song was out. If you guys don't believe me, or if you didn't catch it when you listen to the song, make sure you go look at it. I'm not going to link it down, but make sure you guys go take a look at it and see what I mean. But alright, I'll keep going.
But it was whack as a bitch. Then on your second attempt, you try to throw out a diss. 3 niggas in a goat. Please get off of that shit. It was 3 niggas spitting and one.
See, he just mentioned it, 3 ends and a goat. That's pretty much what Dax said. But I'm gonna guess Scru's kind of saying like, nah, it was us 3 who was spitting bars, and you just had the wackest verse, you know. But anyways, let's keep going.
Nigga rapping about his dick, and the reason you ain't pushing sounding like a funny story, cause you ain't agree with it, but still took the money for it. Where I'm from, you can get jumped, niggas getting bunny for it. With my bees in the trap, you catching a honey for it. That's a dumb bitch, leave him in the dirt. That's basically how this dude sounds on every single verse. Beep, it's Dax, I was a motherfucking janitor, and I don't know the shit cause I was a motherfucking janitor.
I mean, I'm a big fan of Dax myself, and I respect him, but he's not wrong. And just about every verse he has, he mentions how he was a janitor. He yells his name like he's a Pokemon character. You know, like, I'm a fan of Dax. I like the way he does it, but at the same time, a lot of the stuff he says is indeed quite repetitive. Like, I'm not gonna correct anything or anyone on that. It is repetitive.
You don't even get it. I was a motherfucking janitor. And did I mention I was a motherfucking janitor? We get it, but it's pathetic. By this time you should quit. We chuckle at your fake struggle every time that you spit. Now I ain't saying that you lying and shit, but you so fake, dude. You have to push that story. There's nothing else we relate to. You don't even stick to your word, so people make you. How you shitting on YouTube? These people made you. You start throwing strikes at smaller channels like Dwayne, dude. I hope the community you forsaken now breaks you. Most reactors think your verse is whack. They're just afraid to say truth. Cause being fake like you just made do things for their career. But if they really had the shit you really say, you really wouldn't be.
I think he's saying like, oh, there's these reaction people. These people who react to videos, like for example me. But I don't know if he's calling me specifically out on this, but he's kind of like, oh, these people, they listen to your music, they like your verses, they just say, oh, that's fire, but they know it's whack. Me, I actually like a lot of his verses, like I said earlier, even though he is bringing up like a lot of what he says is indeed repetitive. But like I said, I do personally like Dax. I'm not liking what he's done recently, but that doesn't mean I don't like his songs, his verses. And another thing that Scru did point out was he tried to cover up the fact that he made songs with them. Like, say, 4 Horsemen and Dream Chaser, he tried to cover those up. Because the same day they dropped 4 Horsemen, Dax dropped a song, I think it was No Government, but I'm not entirely sure. And then he ended up dropping a different song, another song, the same day that they dropped Dream Chaser. Or I could have been backwards and No Government could have been dropped when Dream Chaser came out. Either which way, he tried to cover up their songs by doing his own. He charged them about $3,000 a piece just for a feature, and the only song he promoted was the one with Quedeca, because Quedeca is the bigger out of the 3 that he collabed with. So, and then he tried using the excuse, oh, when I work with Hobson or anyone else, they don't promote the music, so I figure why should I? But Scru said, well, you never asked them to promote the music. I'm sure if you asked Hobson to promote songs that you guys have worked with and collabed on before, then he would have promoted it. And I honestly agree with that. Like, if you ask them to, I'm sure they're going to do it. If they are proud of the song, they'll do it. If they don't like the fact that they did the song, then why would they do it? Because with Dax, he's like, I didn't even like Dream Chaser. I didn't even like 4 Horsemen. It wasn't even that good of a song. But then he lied to Crip saying it was a fire song and all this other shit. I don't know. Like I said, you'd have to go down, which I will link it, like I said. You have to go down and watch the video if you have not yet. Those of you who have seen the video know what I'm talking about. Those who don't, make sure you watch it. So let's keep going.
Yeah, you be somewhere in Canada, cocky as fuck. How you the janitor, but I'm the one that's mopping you up. Nigga, keep lifting buckets till you stocky as fuck. You fake hoe, ain't no Drano when I'm blocking you up. Got a verse from this nigga, even paid for some things, but he never pushed the audio. The niggas are lame. I complain like, why you do that shit? The nigga was saying he was sorry. Pay for a video, he'll push it the same. You see,
he's mentioning because after his Tory Lanez diss, I'm pretty sure Tory Lanez was live on like Facebook or Instagram or something like that when he approached. He ended up approaching DAX, because they live in the same neighborhood. He went up to DAX and like threatened him and forced him to say sorry. Which, if you make a diss on someone, you're not gonna apologize for making the diss. It's like, yo, if I said it, that's my feelings. It's not, oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to diss you. It's just everyone else was, so that's what I was doing. That's kind of how I feel Dax did it. It's not like it was a bad diss. It was a solid diss, but at the same time, he had no beef at all with Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez was just kind of saying he'd body anyone, and then he just kind of felt like he could step up to the plate. I don't know. He was a solid diss, but you can't back down as soon as like you get accused or the guy you dissed walks up to you. That's just how I feel about the situation.
Real, so I trusted him and hopped on the plane. From the crew, copped some rooms, all the shit I was paying. Should've known that this dude was a lame. He pulled up like a dame, should've pulled things and pulled off with his chains. But they probably leave my fucking neck stained. I wish you success on your next thing. No, really, I wish you the best, man. So you don't have to keep on scamming for checks, man. She cheated on...
I think he's saying kind of like, yo, I'm not mad at you. I'm more disappointed in you. I'm disappointed that you didn't promote my music when I asked you to. I'm disappointed that you took my money and still had a shitty verse, and then you said you're the best. I hope you success, but you're not getting any help from me when you do it. All right.
On you once, I'm like, oh well. She cheated on you twice. You a hoe still, but you can't.
Mentioning his song, She Cheated Again. All right. I was watching a video from KSI when he kind of was like looking at memes and stuff about Dax, and like he joked about how his next song is gonna be like she cheated 3 times and I'm still with her or something like that, like referencing towards that song. It was kind of funny at the time when I saw it, but now that I think about it, it's just like, yeah.
Blame her, let's be so real. She want a man, not a nigga to paint his toenails. We Niger boys, I was trying to be good. Let me calm down, please. Someone find me a word. Nigga think he Machiavelli like he trying to be her. Niggas think they pot till they cop riding with Suge. R.I.P. Little boy, this was just a little love tap. Fuck that, now punching where his lungs at. And we should send him right back where he from, Jack. Can't we just deport him and fucking get 21 back?
Can't we just deport him and get 21 back? Because this, I'm pretty sure, was posted before 21 Savage was let out on bond. But because, like, you know, both of them are technically foreigners. I'm not going to go into the whole thing with 21 because I'm sure everyone who's watching this already knows what happened to him. But, like, you know, because they're both artists. One of them got caught by ICE. The other is still here because technically he's not on bonds from 10 years ago. But anyways, like I said, I'm not going to get deep into that. But, like, if you think about it, that is a good verse.
Can we do that? Can we do that? Can someone look into that?
Alright, so that's it for the diss. That was actually a really good, solid diss. I liked how he included a lot of saying he's being repetitive, how he kind of like exposed him like, oh dude, you're gonna say this and then do different, you're gonna talk shit but not back it up. When you get confronted, you're too pussy to stand out and like defend yourself, that kind of shit. I don't know. Post down what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe. Like I said, I will link the 30-minute rant that Scru had about DAX. I will link down the original video to this if you guys want to see it. And make sure you guys keep up with all my videos, and I will see you in the next one.